Alright, now a little bit of an update on the bin jacks. Well, jacks obviously aren't here, but a little bit of an update on where I'm at with them. This is one of the winches we're going to try to use. It's a Warren Pulsall. Rated for 1,000 pounds, but man, this is a heavy little sucker for a 1,000-pound winch. It's got some weight to it. And Warren makes some badass winches, so if I had to guess, they were probably real conservative with that 1,000-pound rating. They probably just had to put that on there so some jackass didn't try to pull a freight train with it and get killed when the cable snapped. But I bet that thing would probably pick at least 15 in a dead lift. Unless, one thing they're doing on a lot of newer electric tools now is they're putting a load sensor or load sensing switch in the trigger mechanism, so that if it senses a certain amount of pull on the motor, kills it. But for what this is, I highly doubt that's the case, but you never know. But so we got a couple more of these coming. May end up actually buying a set, because we're going to use these jacks to take these bins down. But this winter, or yeah, probably this winter, we're going to build a set, and we're going to set them up, provided these things do what we want, which they should. We're going to set them up where these are part of the frame. You can still take them off and use them like they're for the intended purpose, which is a portable winch, but we're going to make it where you take the hook off and there's actually a clevis on the bin jack that you put a pin in, so that you don't got hooks flopping around and everything's good where it's supposed to be. So, and the Home Depot, I think Dad says got them for 170 something bucks, 160 something bucks. That same exact winch, so it wouldn't be too god awful expensive to buy 4 of them. So there's that, and then I got my brackets made for hooking to the bin. I got my hole pattern in, and then that round stock is for, it'll lay down inside the corrugation, so that I don't pull the corrugation into there, bend it when I'm pulling on it with a bolt, and B, it takes away some of the shear load when you start picking, because it'll buck up against the top of the corrugation in the bin. So I got those, and these are for that 21-foot Superior bin, and the way they got that one built, there's a bolt in between every corrugation and one on every corrugation. So one in every valley and one on every hump. So there's going to be one on, or a hump here, and then a valley here. Well, on those Butler bins, they've only got them down in the valleys, so I'm going to have valley here, valley here, valley here. And the weird part is that Superior's 3-inch corrugation, but for some reason, and I checked over and over and over again, the bolts are 2.5 inches apart, but it's 3-inch corrugation. On the Butlers, they're on 2-inch centers, and it's or sorry, I got this completely backwards. That's for the Superior, that's for the Butler, because the Butler's 4-inch corrugation. But, well, here, let me look at my damn list, because now I'm all confused myself. Yeah, the 21-footers on it's 2.5 inches side to side, and on 2.5-inch centers up down. And then the 2 Butlers are on 1.25 inch centers and 2 inches up and down. So yeah, Butler brackets, Superior brackets. And also, we didn't have any, those things are still kind of toasty, so I can't really touch them, but we didn't have any 2x4 angle iron, so I ended up making, well, we did, but we had full sticks, and I didn't really want to waste any good steel on this, so we had some 2x3 down in a scrap pile, and I just made my own 2x4 and welded a piece of 1-inch flat stock on there. No big deal. So that's where I'm at there. And I'm still not sure how I feel about using the GoPro for all this crap, but I think the sound quality on this thing's a whole lot better. And I know the video quality is a whole lot better because this one's got a higher frame rate. And it works in low light situations and doesn't get all blurry. But except when it's really, really dark out. When I took that video of planting, it got a little fuzzy, but I'll give it credit. It did pretty good, especially when I had it on the marker arm. There was absolutely zero light, and it still did pretty good. But I don't really want to get a head strap for it, A, because I hate stuff strapped to my head, and B, I am really good at knocking my head on crap, even stuff I know is there. So I'd probably end up breaking the camera or busting my forehead if I had something up there. So we'll just have to see what I can figure out. It may end up I'll make a I mean, really this thing's got a wide enough picture on it that all I'd really have to do is, like, if I'm working on the bench, just kind of set it right here, and I could be doing crap down here and you guys can see everything and I could still talk. And then for running equipment, I got my C-clamp mount, so that's really no big deal. But I don't know, we'll just have to see how things go. But that's just a quick update on where I'm at with the binge. Oh, and it's looking like we're not pulling them bins down this weekend because Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they're talking heat, or they're talking temperatures up in the 90s with heat indexes up over 100. So you can add all that together and then consider the fact that you're going to have at least 2 guys standing inside of a giant pressure cooker when you're pulling that bin apart. I bet it'd be at least 120 degrees in there. And it's just not worth somebody having a heat stroke or getting hurt because we're trying to push it when it's really not that high on the priority list. We can push it off for one more weekend. But we got some stuff to do around here anyway, so that's where things stand right now. I guess probably work on them bin jacks a little bit more this weekend, get the winches off of them. I gotta fix the brush hog because I kind of broke it last time I used it. Okay. And sounds like I gotta go out and help Morley do some work at the farm, so maybe we'll get lucky and I can talk him into getting some video of the Cummins running, since a lot of people kind of wanted to see that. So anywho, I guess that does it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.